Hey up peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries. Final Fantasy 14 part 273. Couple of shouts out. Cheers Ravi, you're my 10th subscriber on YouTube. Thank you very much mate, appreciate it. Double figures, hey up. Dizzy heights or what? And just throwing this out there, if anybody is or knows somebody as good at digital graphic artwork stuff, drop me a comment below. Get in touch with me. My email's on me sites. You can email me or just put it in the comments. I'm looking to get some new artwork. I'm happy to pay for it, or I'd like it to be free, but I'm happy to pay for it within reason. I'm a Yorkshireman, remember? Yeah, I just want some new artwork for me, like my title, me banner on YouTube and BitChute, and your little circular face and stuff like that. I want a bit of artwork doing. I'm shit at it, so if you know anybody, or you might be yourself, get in touch. I can send you a few clebbies, I'm sure. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Speak with Nirvana. Right. Turn the volume down a bit. A rather fine boat, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Only if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Oh, wow, we're off to the tower, aren't we? Yeah, let's get to the tower. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Head to the tower. Yeah. Well, yesterday's recording went alright. Let's see how today's does. I didn't do a test run. Well, not an hour-long test run like I did yesterday.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Ooh,
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
right.
What? Ah!
Is it just me against the tower then, is it? Holy crap. It's Fandango.
Let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself
Thrashing about like that, I said.
Oh, you can't do this. Please.
Oh, poor Nirvana.
A little late for heroics, The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Patrons of old. Go with that one.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Bloody fruitcake. That's what you are, Paul.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allagan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service.
Who's Amon? Itchy nose, take a swig.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled
Ah, if only.
and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I
Bored
resurrected
now.
the legend, our first
Go on.
and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, He set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
He's gone. Right, go and get some help.
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the Primus. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Right. So how are you going to get them out without killing them? Excuse me, COVID. Where's Mistress Nirvana? How did he get not tempered? Must report there's a swan. Please return to the great work. Oh, maybe that's it's back at our beach. That's why. Right, speak with Thancred. Bum 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 bum. Fast travel. Something's gone awry. What happened? Fandango. Damn that bastard. Sure you wanted to do more, but you are right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nirvana and the other captives. We must inform everyone. I'll call them together for a gathering. I think best if you were the one to explain. Okay. Okay. Oh, Nirvana, sob. Can you answer me this? When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. Though Natana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. Prototype works. Let us make more scales. Yeah, that's how we'll win this fight. My friends, the satrap has made me aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl that he might personally discuss the production with you. As for the visitors, I bear an invitation. Mistress Nirvana noted your vital contributions to the creation. This fact came to Satrap's attention. He wishes to meet you. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so agreeable, will you not accompany me to Radzat-an for an audience with His Excellency? Yeah. Will there be sandwiches? And a brew? We should be honoured, of course. Closer cooperation can only be the benefit of all. Let it settle. Come to the gates east of Giant Skull Grounds. I will show you into the city. Okay. Bit of a later one today, look. I started about 1 o'clock tonight, just before update time. What it today? What they call it? Maintenance and update. Right, where are we going? Going up there, are we? Remember the way? No, that way. Right, get on the old dragon. Do, 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 do. Right, do we go up? Think so. Straight across. Where is it then? Oh, don't go down there. There it is. We'll grab that one. How many we got now? Let's have a look. Bloody hell, Thavnir, look at that. Still got to find, what's that, 6 in the open and 4 quests. Bugger. Right, back on the old dragon. I don't think I'll do them. Where are we going? Map's disappeared. Have we stopped here before? Oh, I think we have. Yeah. So I'm looking for a materia melder, aren't I? Because I've got all my new gear, but I need to get me lucky charms put on them. All present, let's proceed. Owing to the threat to the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert. Strict regulations. We've been granted special permission, so remain close. And they go off and leave me. Oh, maybe not.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Radz-at-Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet.
Maybe I'll find a materia melder here then.
Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Sorry, I'm getting bored. So num 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 num. Ra's al Ghul. Where's Batman?
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megadota.
Megadata. Okay.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly.
Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
They're not an ether crystal. To attune to.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radzat-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Not everything went to plan.
I assume you speak of Nadana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
What's going on?
Nay, he hath the right of it.
Ah, go so. Where's the dragon?
Past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
It's not Nerdog, is it?
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra.
Okay.
And for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility.
Yeah, them bloody hooers. Nothing but trouble.
When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. a peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz-at-Han.
But if Vitra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
"'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radz-at-Han. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will."
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with wards fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm-blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz-at-Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
God, nodding off.
Talismans would
Bloody
of
hell.
course be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid? Whether your request be made as a Great Worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I. I am in thy debt.
Right, back to Sharlayan. Bloody hell. Right, speak with Thancred. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn. We've got a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin in Sharlayan and muster a suitable crew. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. Yeah, I would if I knew where it was. Where's the one down there then? Oh, it's got to be the one in there. Alright, speak with Thancred in the main hall. How much? Gonna use a freebie. Only 1,500 clevies. How are we all doing on this Monday afternoon, sorry. Keep forgetting it's afternoon. Bit cloudy today, but it's warm. Nice and warm out there. Where's this? Ah. We're going in here. No. Where's this grand hall then? No, that's not it, is it? You alright, Cocker? What's he got? Is that like a... don't know. Right. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnir, we're back in chilly Sharlayan. Take care not to catch your death. We need you for the battles to come. Now that everyone appears to be here, let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Cryle. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings? Oh, bit of rock. Do 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 do.
Your time in Thavnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
No shit, Sherlock.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the Ethereal Sea connection
by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders would be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Jostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Are you sure Alfie's in the right group? Yeah.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzit-Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetheryte at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Right. Mender. Don't need a mender. Need a melder, and there ain't one here, is there? Don't think. Let's have a look. Gatekeeper. Chocobo. Market board. No, I ain't got one here. So what I'll do is I shall go back to Rising Stones, because if we've got some battles doing, I think we need every edge we can get. No, Gatekeeper, repairs, Gatekeeper. So we shall finish it here. What I'll do is I shall fly back, get myself all materialed up, and then go to the meeting point at the hatchery. So, thanks for watching. Shout out to Ravi again. Is it Ravi? Yeah, Ravi. Thanks for being number 10. Really do appreciate that. Been trying to get onto double points for ages. And don't forget, if you're any good at artwork, drop me a line. Could send you a few clebbies. Anyway, till next time, peeps, I'll see you.